Hello everyone, happy Monday. As you can see, I did some changes to the backyard. I put the collard green in this large pot right there. I think that's a 10 gallon. I got a centronella for the backyard. That's a bell pepper that I planted. Sunflowers and regular flowers. Just so the bees can, well, I'm gonna move that so the bees can't come over here. I got some onions in there. Husky red tomato. I got some mustard greens, some tomato beef, mustard greens right there. I just planted some okra. That's a zucchini right there. Grape tomato. Um, Another okra. Let's walk over here. Let's see. All three of these right here are pumpkins. So I might be giving these away. I'm thinking for the most part. Yeah, I spent a lot of money. Yeah, I put a lot of work into it, but I will be giving away some pumpkins. Up here, there's another little baby pumpkin. That's just some cayenne right there growing from seed. This is some spinach. This came out really good, and it could be picked right now and be eaten, but I'm not gonna pick it. I have some more okra. It look like it's about 4 plants in there growing of the okra. I'm growing a lot of okra because I like okra now. It tastes good fried. That right there is a cucumber. That's another okra cucumber. And these are all cucumber. Those are about 4 plants. I can separate those and put those in cups and give those away too. That's a little tomato seed that I started from seed. It's doing fine, but we'll see what happens. That's another little hot pepper right there. You can see right here that it's doing really well, but I can never get these little um, cages right. I just can't, never. I believe right here this is like some, I want to say lettuce. That's a collard green right there that I have growing. I'll probably transfer that later once it get a little bit bigger. Another pumpkin. These are some 2 jalapeno peppers. I put both of these in this bag that I got from Wayfair. We'll see how that do. This one is another collard green. It was starting to flower, but I already picked it so that I can grow more collard greens year long. I believe that's another cucumber. And you see these little green things coming out. These are actually green onions that I have put in there. These also are green onions, so they will get a little bit longer and bigger. And I'll just come out here and pick them and use them for my salads or whatever I like to eat. Um, this pepper plant is doing really good as well. Look like the bugs are having fun with this lettuce. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one yet. We'll see how it do. That looks like a cucumber right there growing. So if this dies off, this will be coming a cucumber box. Some more lettuce. I did pick some off of here, but you can see that they did grow back. I use these for some salads, and it's just like a lot of dirt on it from me splashing and watering them. Now look at this beautiful tomato plant. Yep, this is a super sweet tomato plant. And you can already see right here that it's starting to flower up here. It's gonna give me some nice juicy tomatoes. Um, and I did put some seeds right here. I believe that I want to say carrots. I hate when I do that and I don't never label it. But yeah, this is really good. Now here go the box. The box is doing really, really good. I did put some grass clippings in here because I did read that that does help with the growing process. I have my corn on the cob that's starting to grow right there. doing really well. And I'm thinking these are seeds from last year. I want to say that those are tomatoes, but we will find out. I have a couple of sunflowers in there. You can see that sunflower is doing really, really well. It's going to be very beautiful in the middle of the garden when the corn start coming in. And over here, these are my shallots. See how big the onions grew? Some of them didn't take. It's taking a little bit longer. You can see the little shoot right here still sticking up on that one. And right here, I guess I didn't push those ones down further enough. But these are going to be, some people clip these and eat these. I guess maybe I could, but I don't know if I want to or not. Or if I just want to wait and let them grow to big, large onions. Another okra plant. And these ones right here, I want to say that these are peppers. I always do this mystery thing with these seeds I got from last year. I just threw them in there to see what would happen. The same with this. It looked like those are okra and some basil, I want to say, that's growing in there. These are the strawberries from last year. It looked like it's doing really well. I'm not planning on growing strawberries this year. The birds were attacking my strawberries a lot. But I do see some green onions, some more green onions, and that is some okra right there. And I want to say that this is a cucumber or a pumpkin, but I'm hoping it's a cucumber. I think I have enough pumpkins already. This is the collard green. Now, before, on the previous videos, it had just a couple of leaves on it. But as you can see down there, that it is starting to grow more leaves. So collard greens do like to be watered a lot. That's why they last during the winter and the rainy seasons, because they like the water. This is another tomato plant. I got this one when it was very, very small. And as you can see, it's very big. Yeah, this is a Carmelo tomato plant, and you can see right here that it's starting to flower. So it's doing really, really well, really big. I'm probably going to give this one to my mom for Mother's Day. She'll be happy for that. Now, here's my cilantro. Now, okay. Now, it's my first time growing the cilantro. I love cilantro. And I know I need to fill the bag up. I know I do. Dirt can be very expensive, so I will probably be needing another bag to fill this up to the rim, just so I can get a bunch of cilantro versus just getting just that. But it's growing really well. I can actually pick it right now if I wanted to and eat it, but I'm just gonna wait. And this one right here, I believe this is a cucumber or a pumpkin. But I'm also hoping that this is a cucumber. But looking at the leaves like over there, it looks like it's another pumpkin. Because if it is, I'm going to be giving that away. This one right here is my green beans, sweet peas, and as I can tell, it looked like I have some onions in there. I see some onions. I do. Fine with me. I love onions. Doing really well. I have the cage in there. I have this little reflector tape so the birds won't come over here. I went online, they said that this reflector tape is good to keep the birds away because this is Bird City. This is another hot chili pepper. Can't wait for that. There's some green onions in there. They're going to be growing all over. A lot of green onions. That right there, I think that is, yeah, that's the cucumber. I did move everything over here to the table, as you can see. I think it's better sunlight right here for me. I can grow better. That's another collard green plant right here. This one is doing really well. It was starting to flower, but as you can see, I picked it off just so that I can get more collard greens this summer. And back to my box. The box is doing good. You see a little bit of the grass clippings in there just to keep the soil a little bit moist because it does dry up really fast but in this box. So I do have some corn on the cob, and I do believe that I did put some radishes along here. Radishes grow really fast and really good, so they will be well done before this corn comes in. But you can see the little corns starting to pop up all throughout the garden. And I will be separating them and replanting them just so that they won't be real close. Like those two most definitely would be separated. Last year I had this problem. I planted them too close together, and I don't want to make that mistake again. I have my 4 chili peppers, well, I say 5, doing really well. And it looked like that one right there is not doing so good. But maybe it's just the type of pepper plant it is. We'll see what happens. I see my spinach and my lettuce doing good. Now look at all those green beans. Now these are the green beans that I planted, and they are popping up. The bugs have been eating on them, so I did use some neem oil and some homemade hot peppers, garlic, and onions that I mixed together for these just to spray on there. But this whole area right here where this stick and this skate is going to be a bunch of green beans, and they're just going to grow and grow, and they're going to climb this and they're going to climb that. And right there, I did not plant that, but as a planter, when you reuse soil and dirt from the previous year, this is what can happen. That right there is a potato plant. So there is going to be some potatoes growing under there once the leaves start to die off later down the line. Now I see the bee over there. Nope, that's not a sunflower. It's not ready yet. And this right here is the collard green that I took from the bag and replanted from last year. That also is a collard green, and that is a collard green. Right there in that little corner, I did put some carrots right there. So we're going to see how that's going to do. I did put some carrots, and I did put some tomato seeds. So we will see how that goes. The pumpkin is doing really well. I got to also fill that bag up once it starts to get big. The plum tree that took a whole year to grow is doing really well as well. And everything is looking good. So, this is the garden. Happy Monday, everyone. And I will be uploading more videos later just to show the progress of my garden. Alright. Everyone have a happy Monday. And don't forget to keep your hygiene clean. Wash your hands. Everyone do their part.